Uh, the idea of preamble borrowed from USA Constitution. So next question is the concept of a union of state in the Indian Constitution has been derived from options are the American Declaration of Independence, the Australian Constitution, the British North American Act, and the Swiss Constitution. The right option is option number C, the British North American Act. So next question is in Indian political system, which one is supreme? The Supreme Court, the Constitution, and the Parliament, the religion. Right option is option number B, the Constitution. Constitution is the supreme in Indian political system. इंडियन पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम में कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन सबसे ऊपर है. So the constitution is supreme in Indian political system. The Constitution of India is the supreme law of India. It lays down the framework defining fundamental political principles, establish the structure, procedures, powers and duties of government institutions, and sets our fundamental rights, directive principles and the duties of the citizens. Next question is the concept of judicial review in India has been adopted from the constitution of options are UK, USA, USSR and Australia. Right option is option number B, USA. The concept of judicial review borrowed from USA Constitution. The concept of judicial review in Indian Constitution has been adopted from the Constitution of United States. The judicial review is the power of the court to examine the action of the legislative, executive and administrative arms of the government and to determine whether such actions are consistent with the Constitution. Actions judges inconsistent are declared unconstitutional and therefore null and void. जुडिशियल रिव्यू में यही देखा जाता है कि लेजिस्लेटिव, एग्जीक्यूटिव एंड एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव arms of the government do work consistent way or not consistent way. If these organs, legislative, executive and administrative organs not do work consistent way, then judicial review declared unconstitutional and therefore null and void. So right option is option B, judicial review derived from USA Constitution, adapted from USA Constitution. So next question is given below are two statements, assertions and reasons. Assertions: the scope of judicial review is limited in India. Reasons: Indian Constitution has borrowed from it. Select the correct answer from the quotes given below. Quotes are both A and R correct and R is correct. Right explanation of A. Both A and R are correct but R is not. Right explanation of A. A is correct but R is wrong. A is wrong but R is correct. Right option is option number B. Both A and R are correct but R is not the right explanation of A. So right option is B. The scope of judicial review is limited in India as decided in the Kesavananda Bharati case 1973. The basic structure doctrine forms the basis of power of the Indian judiciary to review and strike down amendments to the Constitution of India. Thus assertion A is correct. On the other hand, Indian Constitution has borrowed some of its provisions from the constitution of different countries. Therefore, reasons is also correct. However, reasons does not explain the assertion correctly. So next question is the features of a fundamental system. Federal system of the Indian Constitution is inspired by the Constitution of options are Canada, United Kingdom, USA and Ireland. The right option is option number A, Canada. The feature of the federal system of the Indian Constitution is inspired by the Constitution of Canada. The Constitution of India is federal in nature. The concept of federal system in our constitution is inspired from the Constitution of Canada. So next question is, the Indian federalism is based on the pattern of which country? This question repeated USA, Canada, and Australia and Germany. So right option is option number B, Canada. So we can remember easily. In 2 times repeat this question. So which reason? Next question is, the Indian parliamentary system is different from the British parliamentary system in that India has options are both a real and a nominal executive, a system of collective responsibility, bicameral legislature, and the system of judicial review. Right option is option number D, judicial review. The system of judicial review. And the Indian parliamentary system is different from the British parliamentary system in that India has, and right option is option number D, the system of judicial review. The Constitution of India adopted the process of judicial review from the US Constitution, which is not applicable in the British parliamentary system, while the rest of the opinion are applicable to both parliamentary system. So next question is, the system of judicial review exists in options are India only, USA only, India and USA only, and UK only. Right option is option number C, India and USA. So next question is, which of the following characteristics is common between federal system of India and America? Right option is option number D, a federal court system, a federal Supreme Court for interpretations of the Constitution. So right option is option number D. The characteristics of federal court for interpretation of Constitution is common in both India and American federal system. While in the United States there is one judicial system at the union level and other at the state level, there is absence of three lists in the Constitution of USA. The Indian Constitution provides single citizenship, whereas US Constitution provides dual citizenship. Thus option D is correct answer. Next question is, which of the following statement is true? Options are, the federal form of government is in United States of America. The government of India is federal and unitary both. The government of France is of federal form. The Prime Minister of Pakistan is appointed by the people. Right option is option number A. The federal form of government is in United States of America. So next question is, the concurrent list including Indian Constitution is given by options are the Soviet Union, Australia, Italy and Canada. Right option is option number B, Australia. The concurrent list is borrowed from the Constitution of Australia. In this list, those items are included on which both union and state has right to make law. It is in the 7th schedule of the Constitution, which originally included 47 items, now increased to 52 items, as item number 11A, 17A, 17B, 20, 833A were added through amendment. So next question is, the idea of concurrent list in the Indian Constitution has been borrowed from options are USA, Switzerland, Australia, USSR. Right option is option number C, Australia. Next question is, the farmers of the Constitution of India borrowed the concept of concurrent list described in the 7th schedules from the Constitution of options are Canada, Australia, Italy and South Africa. Right option is option number B, Australia. So next question is, the concept of concurrent list in the Constitution of India was borrowed from the Constitution of options are Great Britain, USA, Canada and Australia. Right option is option number D, Australia. The concept of concurrent list in the Constitution of India was borrowed from the Constitution of Australia. So next question is, The concept of directive principle of state policy in the Indian constitution has been adopted from the constitution of options are France, Ireland, Japan and USSR. Right option is option number B, Ireland. The inclusion of directive principles of state policy in the Indian constitution is inspired by the directive principles given in the constitution of Ireland, and these provisions are mentioned in the part 4 of the constitution. The directive principles of state policy are not affordable in a court of law, but the principles laid down there are considered fundamental in the governance of the country, making it the duty of the state to apply these principles in making law to establish a just society in the country. Next question is, Indian constitution has taken a certain features of the constitution of other countries. Which country has contributed to the forming the directive principle of state policy? Options are France, Ireland, Japan and USA. Right option is option number B, Ireland. The Indian constitution has taken a certain features of the constitution of other countries. Which country contribute to the forming of the directive principle of state policy? Right option is option number B, Ireland. Next question is, in giving representation to talent, experience and service in the composition of the Council of States on the constitution makers of India were influenced by examples of options are Ireland, Republic, Canada, USA and Australia. Right option is option number A, Ireland Republic. The concept of forming of Rajya Sabha by representation to talent, qualification, experience and services influenced by the Irish Republic. So next question is, match list 1 and list 2 and give correct answer by using the code given below. Options are features of the Constitution of India borrowed from which country? Fundamental rights, United Kingdom, parliamentary system, United States, emergency provision, Ireland, directive principles of state policy, Germany. Right option is option number C, A, fundamental rights related to United States, parliamentary system related to United Kingdom and emergency provision related to Canada, Germany and directive principle of state policy is related to Ireland. So match the right option is option number C. The match pairs are as follow: fundamental rights related to United States and parliamentary system related to Britain, Great Britain, UK and the emergency provision related to Germany. Weimar Constitution and directive principle of state policy is related to Ireland. So next question is, match list 1 and list 2 and identify correct answer from the codes given below. Constitutional provision and sources: fundamental rights, British Constitution, directive principle of state policy, Canadian Constitution, cabinet government, Ireland, Irish Constitution, union and state relation, US Bill of Rights. Right option is option number D. Fundamental rights related to US Bill of Rights and directive principle of state policy related to Irish constitutions, and the cabinet government related to British Constitution, and union state relation related to Canadian Constitution. So right option is option number D. Fundamental rights is related to Bills of Rights, US Constitution, directive principle of state policy related to Irish Constitution, cabinet government related to British Constitution, union state relation related to Canadian Constitution. So next question is, which one of the following is not correctly matched? Provision and source: fundamental rights, USA, directive principle of state policy, Ireland, residual powers of Central Australia, emergency powers of Germany. Right option is option number C, residual power of center are related to Australia. It's wrong. So right option is option number C, fundamental rights related to USA. Directive principle of state policy related to Ireland. Emergency powers related to Germany. So 3 are right and C is wrong. So C is right answer because question said about not correct match, not correctly match on this. So next question is match list 1 and list 2 by the using code given below. Constitutional provision source, rule of law Australia, procedure established by law England, reservation of bills by governor for presidents considered Japan, and concurrent list Canada. Right option is option number D, rule of law related to England, procedure established by law related to Japan, and reservation of a bill by governor for president considered related to Australia, and concurrent list related to uh, concurrent list related to Australia, and the reservation of bill by governor for president consider is related to Canada. So right option is option number D. Rule of law related to England, and procedure established by law related to Japan. Reservation of bill by governor for presidents considered Canada, and concurrent list related to Australia. So next question is match list 1 and list 2 and select the correct answer. Directive principle of state policy, fundamental rights, concurrent list, and India as a union of state with greater power to the union, and list 2 Australia, Canada, Ireland, United Kingdom, USA. The right option is option number D. So, directive principle of state policy related to Ireland, fundamental rights related to United States of America, concurrent list related to Australia, and India as the union of state related to Canada. So next question is the idea of fundamental rights was borrowed from the constitution of options are USA, Canada, Britain, and Russia. Right option is option number A, USA. Next question is the concept of fundamental duties has been taken from options are American Constitution, British Constitution, Russian Constitution, French Constitution. Right option is option number C, Russian Constitution. The concept of fundamental duties has been taken from Russian Constitution. So next question is assertion and reason. Assertion: the Constitution of India has become the longest one. Okay, the chapter on fundamental rights has been borrowed from the model of American Constitution. So choose the correct answer using the code given below. Both A and R true, and R is correct explanation of A. Both A and R true, but R is not correct explanation of A. A is true but R is false. A is false but R is true. Right option is option number B. Both A and R true, but R is not correct explanation of A. The concept of India has become the longest one, and the chapter of fundamental rights has been borrowed from the model of American Constitution. Both are right. Next question is the concept of fundamental rights as incorporated in the Indian Constitution has been adopted from options are French, Britain, USA, and Russia. Right option is option number C, United States of America. America. So next question is idea of fundamental rights is adopted from constitution of options are Britain, Ireland, Canada, America. Right option is option number D, America. Next question is who was the first nominated deputy chairman of the Constituent Assembly? Options are T.T. Krishna Marchi, V.T. Krishna Masari, and H.C. Mukherjee, and Frank Antony. Right option is option number D, Frank Antony. Next question is the tradition of written constitution began from which of the following countries? Options are Japan, India, Britain, and America. Right option is option number D, America. Next question is among the following given names whose portfolio is the first cabinet of India was different from his portfolio in the interim government 1946. Right option is option number D, C.H. Vava. Portfolio in the interim cabinet is is as following: food and agriculture, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, labor. So it's not important mostly. So next question is Indian Constitution consists of 300 articles, 350 articles, more than 400 articles, and 500 articles. So right option is option number C, more than 400 articles. How many parts, articles, and schedules were there in the original Indian Constitution? Right option is option number A, 22 parts, 395 articles, and 8 schedules. So next question is, there were originally how many articles in the Constitution of India? Options are 420, 380, 395, 290, 270. Right option is option number C, 395. Next question is, the total numbers of articles and schedules in Constitution calculation or numbering wise is options are right option is option number B, 395 articles and 12 schedules. So next question is, the Indian Constitution comprises of options are 395 articles, 22 parts, and 12 schedules. 371 articles and 21 parts and 11 schedules. 372 articles, 20 parts, and 7 schedules, and 381 articles, 23 parts, and 8 schedules. Right option is option number A, 395 articles, 22 parts, and 12 schedules. So next question is, how many states and union territories established by the 1956 State Reconstructing Acts? Right option is option number A, 14 states and 6 union territories. So next question is, total number of schedules in the Constitution is options are 12, 16, 8, and 10. Right option is option number A, 12 schedule. So next question is, Indian Constitution has 9 schedule, 12 schedule, 10 schedule, and 11 schedule. The right option is option number B, 12 schedules. So next question is, consider the following statements. The Constitution of India has 20 parts. There are 390 articles in the Constitution of India. In all, 9, 10, 11, and 12 schedules were added to the Constitution of India by the Constitution Amendment Act. Which of the statements given above is correct? Options are 2 and 3. 2 only, 3 only, 1, 2, and 3. Right option is option number C, 3 only. 9, 10, and 11, and 12 schedules were added to the Constitution of India by the Constitution Amendment Act. So next question is, consider the following statement. The Parliament of India can place a particular law in the 9th of schedules of the Constitution of India. The validity of a law placed in the 9 schedules cannot be examined by any court, and no judgments can be made on it. Which of the statement given above is correct? Right option is option number A, only one. The Parliament of India can place a particular law in the 9th schedule of the Constitution of India. So next question is, the Indian Constitution is divided into options are 16 parts, 22 parts, 24 parts, 25 parts. Right option is option number B, 22 parts only. So next question is, which part of the Constitution contains provisions related to citizenship? Options are part 2, part 3, part 2, part 1, and part 4. Right option is option number C, part 2. Provision relating to citizenship are contained in part 2 the Constitution, article 5 to 11. Next is, which one of the following is not matched correctly? Options are citizenship, part 2 of the Constitution, fundamental rights, part 3 of the Constitution, fundamental duties, part 6A of the Constitution, and state part 6 of the Constitution. So right option is option number C, fundamental duties, part 6A of the Constitution. It's not right. So the provision related to fundamental duties is included Part 4A, which was inserted in the Indian Constitution in 1976. The other options are correctly matched. So next question is match list 1 and list 2 and select the correct answer from the code given below. Formation of new state, Part 2 of the Constitution of India, Citizenship, Article 3 of the Constitution of India, Fundamental Rights, Article 323A of the Constitution of India, Sitting of Administrative Tribunal, Part 3 of the Constitution of India. Right option is option number A. Formation of new state is related to Article 3 of the Constitution of India. Indian citizenship related to Part 2 of the Constitution of India. Fundamental rights related to Part 3 of the Constitution of India. Sitting of Administrative Tribunal related to Article 323A of the Constitution of India. So next question is, which one of the following among the following is not correctly matched? Provisions and parts of the Constitution. Citizenship, Part 2 of the Constitution. Union Territory, Part 7 of the Constitution. Municipality, Part 9 of the Constitution. Election, Part 15 of the Constitution. Right option is option number B. Union Territory, Part 7 of the Constitution. All are right, but the Union Territory is wrong. So citizenship is related to Part 2 and Union Territory is related to 8 of the Part 8 of the Constitution. Municipality related to 9 of the Constitution, and election is related to 15 of the Constitution. Next question is, which part of the our Constitution envisages a 3 tiers of panchayats? Options are Part 9, Part 10, Part 11 and Part 12. Right option is option number Part 9 of the Constitution. So next question is, which part and chapter of the Indian Constitution deals with a legislative relations between union and states? Right option is option number A, Part 11 and chapter 1 of the Constitution. Next question is, which one of the following schedules of the Indian Constitution lists the name of the states and specifies their territories? Options are first, second, third and fourth. Right option is option number A, first. First list, this list the state and territories of India. Second schedules, this list the salaries of the officials holding public office, judges and KEG. Part 3 schedules and forms of oath and affirmation. 4 schedules, this dealt the allocation of seats in the Rajya Sabha. So next question is, which of the following are ensured in the 3 schedules of the Indian Constitutions? Options are formation of oath of office for a minister for the Union, formation of oath to be made by the Chief Justice of Supreme Court, form of oath of office for the President of India, forms oath to be made by the Member of Parliament. Select the correct answer using the code given below. Right option is option number C, 1, 2 and 4. Formation of oath of office for a minister for the Union, and the formations of oath to be made by the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, and the formation of oath to be made by the Member of the Parliament. So next question is, 4 schedules of the Constitution of India deal with options are allocation of seats for the state of Council of States, political defections, panchayat system and language. Right option is option number A, allocation of seats for the Council of States. 4 schedules of the Constitution deals with the allocation of seats for the Council of States. So next question is, in a new state of the Indian Union is to be created, which one of the following schedules of the Constitution must be amended? Options are first, second, third, fourth. Right option is option number A. First schedules comprises states and union territories, hence it must be amended if a new state union territory is not created. So next question is match list 1 and list 2 and select the correct answer from the code given below. Schedules of the constitution and subject matters: 4th land reform, 6th language, 8th council of states, and 9th tribal area. Right option is option number C. 4th schedule subject is allocation of seats in the council of state, 6th schedule tribal area, 8th schedule language, and 9th schedule land reform. Next question is union under which schedules of the constitution of India can be transfer of tribal land to private parties for mining to be declared null and void. Options are 3rd schedule, 5th schedule, 9th schedule, and 12th schedule. Right option is option number B, 5th schedule. So right option is option number B. Supreme Court in its landmark judgment in the case of Samatha vs state of Andhra Pradesh and the other declared that the transfer of tribal land to private parties for mining is unconstitutional, void, and inoperative. The 5th schedule of Indian Constitution has provisions relating to the administration and control of scheduled area and scheduled tribes. According to this, scheduled tribal land cannot be transferred to a private property. So next question is match list 1 and list 2 and select a correct answer given below. 7th schedule language, 8th schedule disqualification on the grounds of defection, 9th schedule distribution of the legislative power, and 10th schedule validation of certain acts. Right option is option number C. 7th schedule related to distribution of legislative power, and 8th schedule related to language, and 9th schedule related to validation of certain acts, and 10th schedule related to disqualification on the grounds of defection. So next question is match list 1 and list 2 and select the correct answer from the codes given below. 7th schedule language, 8th schedule disqualification on the grounds, 9th schedule union states and concurrent list, and 10th schedule validation of certain acts. Right option is option number D. 7th schedule is related to union state and concurrent list, 8th schedule related to language, 9th schedule related to validation of certain acts, and 10th schedule related to disqualification on the grounds. So next question is which of the following is correctly matched? Public health and sanitation, state list, concurrent list, census related to union list, and allocation of seats is the concurrent council of state 2nd schedule, and anti-defection 10th schedule. Right option is option number C. Allocation of seats in the council of state 2nd schedule is not correct, so it's right, and public health and sanitation is related to state list, and census is related to union list, and anti-defection is 10th list. So C is right answer. 4th schedules of the Indian Constitution deals with the allocation of seats in the Council of States, Rajya Sabha. Rest all are correctly matched. So next question is which of the language is not included in part 8 of the 8th schedule of the Constitution? Options are English, Hindi, Sanskrit, and Urdu. Right option is option number A, English. Languages recognized by the Constitution are included in 8 schedules. Initially, it has 14 languages, but presently there are 22 languages. Of these 22 languages, English is not one of them, so option A is correct. Kolho case is related to which schedule of the Constitution of India? 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Right option is option number C, 9th schedule. Kolho case is related to 9th schedule of the Constitution. Kolho case is a landmark case which upheld the authority of the judiciary to review laws, including the ones under the 9th schedules, against violation of basic structure of the Constitution. It is also known as 9th schedule case. Next question is to give constitutional protection state